Okay, we're back with part 2 of the ALFAJOR, and what we do is we make our dulce de leche, which is caramel. We use this sweetened condensed milk. So basically you put it in a saucepan, cover it with water, bring it to the boil and simmer for 2 hours. So when I say simmer, gentle boil. Keep adding water to it, checking it, making sure that it's always boiling. I normally put a lid on top of it. It stops the water from evaporating as quickly. 2 to 3 hours, probably 3 hours is even better. And then take it out of the water, stick it on the bench, put it in the fridge, whatever it is, until you're ready to use it. So normally when I do it, I take the label off, because when you're boiling for that long, the label all disintegrates and makes a mess, and it's just tipping down your sink's not ideal. That's what it looks like when it's done. So that's a can we've already taken the lid off, and it's quite thick. Now I'm going to put them into the shortbread, biscuit, cookies, whatever you want to call them, and we'll assemble them. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, these are the cookies. They're frozen. So I've just taken them out the freezer. So we take a nice good spoonful of this, the caramel, and put it on. So make sure your hands are clean before you do this, because you're going to have to use your fingers to manipulate it all. Spread it around the biscuit. Be generous, put plenty. All right, like that. Try and get closer so you can see what I'm doing. Put that on top, the next one, and then just gently squeeze them so that it spreads to the outside. Don't be too stressed if it's not fully on the outside, because then what we do is we run our finger around like that to fill up all the gaps. And around, 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 around. And that's done. So that's what it looks like. And then later on, we cover them with chocolate. I'll show you how to do that later. So I'll just do one more. Caramel again, lots. Put it on there, spread it around a little. Second one on top, squeeze. You'll notice they're not all the same thickness, the biscuits. So what? It doesn't matter. It's not that important. What's important is how it tastes. And they taste amazing. Now these are really good dessert, because you can make these well in advance and freeze them. And then just bring them out a few hours before you're ready to serve. And your friends will think, oh my God, what a creation. All right, we'll continue on. Okay, so they're all done now. They're all sandwiched. So you can see now that they've got the caramel in between and chocolate on and the biscuit on the outside. So if they crack, it's not a big deal. I actually deliberately cracked one. Here it is. It's got a crack there, but because you're going to cover it with chocolate, it's not going to matter. So the caramel will hold them in place. All right, so now I'm going to get the chocolate organised and show you the next stage. Okay, so what I've done now is I've put the chocolate in a double boiler, which is just a saucepan with water in it, another saucepan on top, creates steam, and it will melt the chocolate. I'm using dark chocolate compound. You can use whatever you like. Dark chocolate's probably better. Now to help this melt and get the right consistency, it's going to be too thick. Don't add water, don't add milk. Vegetable oil. So I'm going to put a little bit of vegetable oil in that. And I'm just going to let that heat away, and I might need to add a little bit more oil later on. We'll see how we go. So you can see the chocolate is melting. It's really important not to get any water in this chocolate. So if it boils hard on the sides and the water splashes out here, turn it down, because any water will turn it into a ganache, which it's not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to coat your biscuits with it. All right, we'll continue on. Alrighty, that chocolate's now melted. So just having a quick look, no lumps. So now we'll start to prepare for the coating of the biscuits. Okay, this is about the best angle I can get at this. So what I'll do is I'll start putting the chocolate on. So spoon, I have a spatula. So I'm trying to get the best angle that you can see. So I'm going to dip the cookie in the chocolate, like that. Just spin it around and then drop it in. And then take it out, put it on the spatula, and just tap it like that. So you get a nice smooth top. That one wasn't right, but do it again. Like that. Just tap it. Any air bubbles come out, and it's nice and shiny. Then just place it on the paper, which you can't see. So I'm trying to show you. There it is. Just put it on your grease-proof paper. Make sure that it's all covered. So I'm not getting very good angles here, but I'm trying. Right, so we'll do another one. Roll the biscuit inside the chocolate, so you cover all the edges. Drop it in, then lift it out. Shake it off. Put it on the spatula. Tap it to get the air bubbles out. Like that one. And then I'm just going to pop it on the tray. Once they're all done, you can see them there. Once they're all done, I'll put them in the fridge and they're ready to go. We'll see if this one's a bit clearer. I've got a better angle. So take the biscuit again, roll it in the chocolate, drop it in so you cover the top, get a bit of a shake to get the excess off, sit it on your spatula, then just tap it to get all those air bubbles out, and then just pop it on the tray. It's that simple. Okay, so they're all done. So you're probably wondering how many cans of the caramel we needed, or condensed milk we needed for the ALFAJOR. So you get about 7 to 8 ALFAJOR per can of condensed milk. So if you work on that, you'll have the right amount. The end product looks like this. So we just put it on a plate like that. You can put ice cream underneath. Normally we sit it on a ball of ice cream and serve like that. And they are delicious. They are super sweet. So if you don't have a sweet tooth, you can probably only eat about a quarter. But you know, a little bit of strawberry or raspberry or berries or something as a decoration, beautiful dessert, and will impress your friends. Good luck and enjoy. Okay, they're all done. We've got a couple of trays like that full of ALFAJOR, and there was some chocolate left over. So don't waste the chocolate. Take some greaseproof paper, some baking paper, not greaseproof, square, fold it in half like a triangle, get a knife and just cut that triangle out. And then you can make a piping bag. So basically you have the arrow pointing towards you of the triangle, and then just roll it. Roll, around. Like that. Tuck the corner over, and you've got yourself a little piping bag. And then you can use the chocolate for decoration. You can actually pipe white chocolate, melted white chocolate on top, like lines on top of the ALFAJOR. It looks quite impressive as well. But I'm going to just use the leftover brown chocolate, and I'm going to pipe it on a big greaseproof sheet and use it as garnish for other desserts. All right, so the leftover chocolate, I've made the piping bags. So they're a bit rough, but it doesn't matter. So basically, pour the chocolate in, coming through already. And then just run it on the grease proof, random. Doesn't matter what you do, because when it sets, we're going to just break it and use it as garnish. So, if I had an extra pair of hands, I'd clean that out properly, but I don't have them, so cut the end off with the scissors and just go crisscross the other way. Just like that. Once it sets, that's it. That's your garnish. Just break off pieces and stick it in the ice cream or whatever you want to use it for. But it just saves wasting the chocolate because you don't know how much chocolate exactly you need. Yeah, use what you can. Remember, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly perfect. When you're cooking, cook from here. Use your heart and it will always taste good. Okay, good luck.